Can you hear us now?
Right.
At Jay, myself, and Neil's screen, which is the kind of B-roll. It's a pretty county we live in.
Howdy, Captain Kincaid.
Tell me. Hold on a second. I'm going to open the agenda for our chair. So again, we'll be seeing if there will be my screen in my office. Not this screen down here. This one's just going to be. This one is what's linking everything together. Okay.
And there, just for my, since again, this is only my third time in here, my first time at a board meeting, there isn't another screen option for us that's straight ahead for us, is there? Just for viewing?
No,
Okay.
no. This is a miracle we're getting
Yep.
this if you knew how hard we worked on this. Okay, so with no further ado.
Hey Diana, this is Steve. I'm here. My computer had to be restarted to get this. I don't know why.
You can see you've got remote people all over the place. You've got audio people. This again, because my screen will be shared up there, I'll be able to see that panel that's showing up on my screen because it's not going to be a shared screen. But it's how I'm going to control making presenters and people bring people in. So, Chair Buck, would you like to convene our meeting?
Pretend Chair Buck
I just lost.
is opening the September 15th, 2021 ice cream.
Thank you. Do we have any emergency business?
I have
Diana, I think what they're saying is we can't, the people who are on remote could not hear her.
Oh, well, that's probably because my mic was far away.
Can you hear her now?
Can you hear me better now?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, because we're hearing you loud and clear.
okay. No emergency business?
So there you go. You've got the
I
dais
see
up
us.
here. See?
Oh, yeah.
I am hearing Heather very faintly.
It might be because I do have my mask on, or maybe there's a volume issue on the other
Neil,
side.
can we turn up volume on mics?
When you lean into the mic, Heather, I can hear you more clearly.
Okay,
Okay, and there you go, Heather. Now he's changed from
Any
the
better,
dais
Jay?
to you.
the closer I get to the mic, any better for you?
You gotta have it pointed straight at your mouth.
Okay,
Jay did too. Hey, Jay. Hey, Jays.
there's two Pats.
Can you try? That's because Neil's switching back and
Oh.
forth on people right now. That camera up there is Neil, so he's just going, he's showing you he can focus any camera he wants to bring it up. Neil, I'm covering for you here.
Once
Okay,
again, what this is showing us is that it's really Diana and Neil that are running
yeah.
the county. Okay.
Oh, the display power.
Is there any employee recognition today?
I would like to recognize Jeff Kincaid for his hard work on organizing this ice cream proposal.
Is he the good humor man of the month?
Can everybody hear Diana?
Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear Diana on the screen?
Diana.
Okay, probably because you're closer to the computer mic.
And probably one of these mics.
Okay.
Is Heather any better now?
Do I sound any different than before?
Yes.
Much better.
Now you sound
That-
like me.
She's still very faint to me. I think the mic has got to be pointed at your mouth, not speaking across the mic.
Yeah.
Does that change anything for you?
Yes.
Because my
Little
mouth is
better.
actually touching the mic, so I can't get any closer.
If it's different for Jay than others, then maybe it's,
I wonder if it's the mic. Is Lori coming in clear?
how's this mic for you, Jay? Still also faint for you, Jay?
Yeah, both Lori and Heather are very faint for me.
I'm wondering if.
Everybody else is wall.
So pretend you're Robert Plant. Put the mic in your mouth.
Pretend it's an ice cream cone.
We might have to work on how, this is the first time we're running the audio this way, so Neil and I will, last time we had a phone, we were dialing in, so the mics were part of it. I'll talk to Neil about how we can get the dais louder for the people watching.
And practically speaking, if we do have an audience up here, we're going to be, our head will be tilted to the side to look at them while we speak. So that either means we have to move the mic or something.
I'm not
else.
sure if this issue is because we're not running phone audio, and Neil's also going to put a sound booster on, I think, somewhere. So Neil, I'm talking for you, so feel free to chime in if you want.
But for clarity, it seems like it's Jay is the one having a hard time hearing, but others are not. Is that correct?
I can hear clearly now.
Yeah, it's still faint compared to everyone else. I cranked up the volume on my computer, but everyone else is significantly louder than the dice.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on in our agenda.
Is there any public comment today?
Let's see, I think, Chair Buck, we do have people on the line for public comment. At this time, I will call on Judy Williams for public comment. Judy, I'm gonna unmute your microphone. And I'm gonna ask you, would you like to be on camera for your public comment? Correct answer is yes.
Oh, I would love to be on camera. Thank you.
Thanks. Judy Williams, you may now. There you go. So now we have public comment on camera.
And we get the clock.
What?
That's pretty awesome.
How do we do the clock?
Good job, Diana. And everyone.
Oh.
Can you, it seems like you can hear loud and clear.
Yes, there's two of you on the screen, but Diana and Neil are chatting about something here real quick.
You want me to use this one instead?
Call that a double scoop.
So Judy.
I just want to say I have no complaints. I'm not here to complain, public comment. I just think everything's running well.
Did you
I
get the ice
appreciate
cream?
when we have mandates. And
This is the live stream.
So Neil
yeah, I
is
just
down
couldn't
here
be happier
showing
as
the
a
commissioners
resident in Lee County.
the live stream that he's filming for the public that will see this. So this will come across to the public as,
So how do
Am
they,
I
how it
supposed
always
to
does. It's not
talking?
gonna look like a webinar for
I think
people.
the mic works, the camera works.
People in the virtual meeting.
Great job, everybody.
Can you guys hear me?
They'll see the timer.
I could test when screaming kids in the background.
Neil, they're not hearing me on the mic.
It'll be on Diana's screen.
There's a delay.
Were you guys hearing me as I was talking?
I could not appear.
Nope.
Neil, they weren't hearing me through the mic.
Nice.
Okay.
A quiet dog.
What's your favorite ice cream, Judy?
I still don't hear you if you're talking, Dana.
They can't hear me
I'm
either.
on mute for a second. We're trying to pull me through mics as well. Right, but they can if I dial in, but you said we were getting weird lag, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
which I'm getting too when your mic's.
okay.
So,
Sorry, we're doing a sound check here, just making sure everything's working.
not sure why they're not hearing.
Okay, well, Judy, your public comment is over now. So I'm gonna move on to, Mr. Scott Noble. Scott, would you like to give public comment? I will unmute your microphone and you may answer. Actually, Mr. Noble, will you please raise your hand if you'd like to give public comment?
Sure.
Thank you. Mr. Noble, would you like to be on screen?
Sure.
Correct. If I can find the right buttons, that would be helpful. Okay. Mr. Noble, you should now have a camera button that you can turn on and show yourself on the screen.
So I need to click something to show myself? Here it comes.
That's how we're gonna bring your public in if they want to be on camera.
magic?
Great.
Good morning.
So are you sharing your?
It's not working on my iPad.
No, I'm sharing Harris Hall's screen right now.
My only comment is the same as everyone else's. Lori and Heather are a little bit muted as opposed to everyone else, so they come across softer than everyone else, but all the other sounds good. And I can't hear them, but it is low.
Okay.
These mics used to,
We're gonna try how we did it last time, and we're gonna try dialing in from the dais. You have all the notes, Neil?
Because for whatever reason, we're just picking it up through your laptop.
Okay. So Neil's gonna be dialing in, and we're gonna check that. But in the meantime, Scott Noble, thank you for your public comment, and for joining us for this lovely meeting. We will now move, Chair Buck, that's it for public comment. Would you like to move on to our presentation?
Yes, please.
Okay, we have Mr. Kincaid with a presentation. So this is how we're testing a different person making presentations.
I clicked the wrong button.
Yes, you did.
I see something
I've been
though.
doing that a lot.
It didn't give me an option of which one. My exciting calendar. Okay, there we go.
Ice cream mandates. I love it.
Yeah, it's a weekly ice cream day.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. I'm preparing a motion in my head. I've got it.
Good morning.
Good.
Fine.
Good morning, Chair Buck, Commissioners. I'm here to present a Lane County Weekly Ice Cream Day initiative.
No digits. Please re-enter your access code.
This is to establish a formal weekly ice cream day for Lane County employees. The health implications of this item, lots of people love ice cream. People love making them happy, and happy employees are healthy employees.
Sign. If you do not
Analysis, no ice cream is bad and free ice cream is good. And Okay. And then staff recommends that the board establish a rotating day or days to provide employees with free ice cream or various other frozen non-dairy goods. And that concludes my presentation. I will pass it back to you, Chair.
So that means I'm going to call on that too, if I'm running my mic here. It's not going to work.
Not talking so they can hear
We
Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, it's weird sounding though.
Yeah, last time I called in, I wanted to change off of. Let me move this. Any different?
Yeah. Although these highly sensitive. You could hear it.
Okay, how do I sound now? Can you hear me? Am I loud enough?
Echo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you fine.
And how about these Deus mics? How do these come on?
Those are really good now.
Really good.
Oh, there we
So
go.
I think if I come in on my, the same way I did, they're all called in with audio, I won't get an echo maybe?
Well, so we're fine in the room. That's yeah. So if you're up at your office, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, the question is, the only time we're going to need to use this computer is when a person's in person presenting. And they'll put their presentation on there and run
They're
it.
getting echo right now, which means
Okay, sorry, you're picking up an echo. It sounds like only from me. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yep.
Okay, we're slowly but surely getting the audio debugged, but tried this. Actually, hold on.
if you shut down the Harris Hall audio.
So that is the meeting in a nutshell and how it's going to work. Obviously, we're still working on some volume stuff, but any feedback? What do you think of What do you think of how it's going to look? Again, it's still a little wonky because I can't be in two places, but.
No, it looks great from the screen. For us sitting here to look at the screen.
And does everyone who's dialing in remote feel like they have good connection with the dais and with?
I could tell from up here is that we're all going to get a neck cramp by the end of the meeting from looking to the side.
Your chair.
Yeah.
turn your whole chair and turn.
unfortunately in here.
That would be the thing.
That might be the things we need to move forward with, like, okay, does this make sense? Or do we somehow need to get dual screens in here for you guys to see back there?
I think that would be great.
Yeah, so we're looking at the camera and the.
Yeah, I mean, that's. we'll
Or
have to
even
talk
something
to-
on the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and expenses and all that stuff, but right now, the
It's functional.
concept is working. We are now able to provide public comment and bring them on camera. People could also be in here for public comment and they'd be on camera. Everyone out there would see those people because Neil will.
Can the virtual folks hear us right now?
Yep.
So any
Can
somebody talk a little bit
questions
so
or
we can hear
any
you?
comments about other things you'd like to see? We do have the comment that it would be nice to have a screen facing the dais.
Maybe even just a monitor on this table facing us, a big monitor would.
We could probably figure out how to set up a flat screen on that wall if we need to have that kind of input. Could somebody, let's say Commissioner Farr, can you tell me the last place you camped and how it went?
We camped at Seal Rock RV Cove, and it was marvelous. No smoke and no red tide.
Beautiful, thank you.
Do we need a motion about this ice cream business? That's what I'm really concerned
We
about.
absolutely need a motion and a vote, and because we're an odd board, I get to vote as well.
Okay.
This will be challenging for the chair, because if you do have to pay attention to who would be here and raising their hand versus looking and making sure that you see a raised hand on the screen too.
Correct, but it's going to be just like, I don't know how many of the commissioners will actually be remote when we go live, but yeah, it'll just be kind of, you'll just have to do both. Look at who's here and there and manage it as best as possible. Yeah, and eventually I think like within a year or so, we'll probably go to Zoom. Scott, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think GoToWebinar is going to be our final platform that we land on. This is just what we have now for various reasons. What?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
Can you hear Neil up there? You know.
So anyway, we'll eventually go to Zoom, and that will give commissioners the capability of raising hands as well. And if you have your iPad up or whatever, I mean, you can also, so Neil will be broadcasting this too, so you can actually be seeing it on an iPad if you wanted to. There's multiple things, but again, this is kind of the quick and dirty demo of how we're going to do this. Steve, what do you think?
That sounds.
About the whole process, are you feeling like this is a good enough solution for a hybrid meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say the chair would definitely rely on the vice chair a lot to help with the queuing process. And maybe, I mean, even a flat screen there is going to be difficult, but then if you have just the commissioners up with their cameras active, so you know, okay, whoever's not here is virtual, and then only showing the commissioners, so that you can actually see, you know, they can raise a hand kind of a thing. And maybe, and that might even be kind of hard to see even with the big screen. So we could do either an iPad or, you know, something down here with the meeting on it, so you could kind of see more closely, okay, so-and-so wants to talk, and that might be one way to be able to recognize. And
That would make sense as long as there wasn't a delay.
Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt for a sec. If anyone needs to jump off, feel free to jump off. But we do need to have a motion on our ice cream.
Does anybody have a motion? Anybody want to make a motion on our presentation today?
Chair Buck,
Yes, Commissioner Farr.
I move that Wednesday every week be a free ice cream day from 8 a.m. until approximately 6 p.m.
Can we have as much as we want?
Yes.
Unlimited?
I'll second, and I'll just say I appreciate the nod to diversity and inclusion by calling out that some people will want a non-dairy option. And I would just ask that our procurement team focuses on local sourcing as much as possible for this wonderful Lane County ordinance for Lane County employees only. Fully in support.
I accept that as a.
Legal, I have a question. Can we declare this an emergency?
We can, and I was going to offer a friendly amendment, adding Thursday, Friday, Wednesday.
Thursday rather than Wednesday.
Okay.
Does the maker of the motion agree?
No, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I could probably compromise. Yes.
Can we include some ibuprofen or Excedrin for all the ice cream headaches we'll no doubt get from trying to?
Okay, I think we're ready for a vote.
Okay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Ice cream.
Aye. I think the dog votes aye.
Okay, it's official. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and any day we choose is now ice cream day. Thank you all for attending this board meeting and making this important decision.
Hasta la vista.
So we might still be working on sound on this end, so maybe Jeff, did you go off? If you can stay on and help listen to sound for a bit, I think we can let everyone else go.
Yeah, I'll draft up that board order too, so.
Thank you. No, it's an ordinance.
Wouldn't want to have a cone of silence around this to make sure the sound works.
Do you still need us?
No, I think.
We're good?
Yeah, because I can go up to the mic so you guys can go too.
Great.
It's just going to be the three of us on sound. Thank you.
Right, where's my ice cream?
So yay, nay, you're good? Okay. Thank you for your help.
Diana, just so you know, for people doing presentations, like I switch between the screens. There's like 3 PowerPoint applications that shows, and one of them just shows the presentation mode. I know we've had everyone come up and they're like, oh, you can see my notes. So there's a way they can like do it the right way.
Yeah, and when I make you the presenter, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a new menu that appears that shows audience view, and you can open it. Are you still the presenter?
Yes. Oh, I see audience view at the top.
And if you open that up, it'll give you a little mini screen of what you're showing the audience.
Yeah, I clicked, it popped up and said share screen, and I just clicked it, and I didn't see the arrow off to the right where I could choose what screen or application.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's why I just jumped to that.
Okay. So how are we doing, Neil?
Well, I think we resolved it.
Do you want to do another test at another time?
No, I think that's really good. What we want to figure out is, that might be a set so they can see commissioners.
They're just going to, I mean, I don't know how to get around that when you've got, maybe we ask everyone to raise your hand if you're going on speak, and then the chair can write down the order and say, okay, I'm going to do, and then we'll have another round and you can raise your hand or.
And all this is just going to
be.
be.
Yeah, it's just going to, yeah.
Like, like I said, we could mount a flat screen up there, but probably relatively easily just direct.
Yeah, because the whole reason this one's here is to give a feed to the commissioners.
Because you won't have this same arrangement. Like you'll minimize that go to webinar window. That will be blocked.
Right, this will be coming from my screen, which will just be what you're all seeing normally. Yeah.
We'll work with whoever controls this screen in this room. And we'll just need to wait to see if there actually is a live person to make that happen. If there is, we can get them to work into that arrange the screen for people in this room. Because that's just people in this room, so.
Well, yeah, and if now that I think about it though, if I'm showing my screen in my office, I have the 2 monitors and I show my clean monitor, which is the timer and the thing, and I don't show the cameras. So I'm gonna need to, but this, yeah, that'll work still, because this is the computer that's coming up on here.
Yes.
So yeah, okay, we're fine.
So whatever you're sending.
Whatever I'm sending will show on this, yeah, yeah.
Usually, like you said, the timer and.
Yeah, and so it'll be right below.
Their concern too is, can they see the timer during?
Yeah, it'll be all showing where the health implications are, and it'll be full screen with all of this gone. Yeah. So,
You know, it's funny when Neil's talking, there's no difference, but when Diana, it must be the microphone you're at, there's almost a metallic like ping to it.
is it too close to me?
No, I think they're a microphone. So even when I'm speaking closely, is it any different?
Sound good.
But Diana sounds metallic.
Yes, Diana, can you talk again?
Is that just my voice, Jeff?
No.
It's just her voice.
Someone was like hitting the table, or maybe it was the way you're facing, but it kind of sounded like pingy. Kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. Like,
well, I'm not sure why I would have sounded differently because I didn't have a mic even pointing at me, but it could have been her mic attempting to pick her up because there's an auto gain on Lay's microphone. So if she was just in that, outside of that realm.
Here, is this better?
Yeah, it's better now. It was more when you were leaning back, talking to Nina.
Yeah, I think it's that mic just struggling to kind of decide what level to pick up her voice at, most likely. So if somebody's talking close to the mic, it probably won't do that.
Okay, so we'll just have to kind of tell people to make sure your mic's close.
And that's somewhat usual. It is maybe more exacerbated and more obvious under virtual world. So yeah, this would be a matter of just kind of getting used to, you know, a new process.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, the first meeting is going to be a learning curve for all of us. And I'll get here early enough to make, and we can do some testing before the meeting starts.
And so it's great because we inadvertently discovered the problem. So dialing in is best.
Okay.
Because what we had before was just the audio from that laptop going into the system and
this laptop can also dial into that or into the meeting.
Yeah, well, it will dial into the meeting, but we'll just, since this is dialed into the meeting, it picks up all the Harris Hall mics and everything. So and so what I was doing was picking up all that through the dial up, and then I was inserting our regular Harris Hall feed, just direct feed up there, and that's where the delay was. And so as soon as we turned off our direct feed from Harris Hall, it went away.
Okay. Jeff, I'm going to need you and I to work together sometime to train you on what I'm doing in Harris Hall and what I'm doing on my screen, should you have to run a meeting. Should you need to be the two people running this. Yeah, so in general, Neil, my plan will be this computer will just be sitting here unmonitored with the screen feeding, and then if someone's actually in here with the presentation, I'll make Harris Hall the presenter, and then they can run
yeah, because really the kind of the crunch time will be any public comment. I assume that's the only kind of when it's just a commissioner or two who are not here.
Right, and the public comment, I'll be running from my office with the raised hands like I always do, and you won't see that stuff coming up on screen like you did. So that's also just training me. What do I have to do? What buttons do I have to click to get it on?
Are you letting them have their camera, or is it just?
Yeah, that's why that was really important to the commissioners, that they be able to see. So I'll mute their cameras as soon as they're done, but yeah.
And we didn't do a good job of doing that the whole time because I'd run down here, but we will, like Jeff showing up now, that will be up in our second.
Okay.
Well, interesting. So in this room, it's not reversed, but over the live stream.
Oh, on the live screen, it's reversed?
Yeah, it's like when it comes through into our webcam on our computer.
Oh, that's weird.
Oops.
Weird. Oh.
Lost our projector.
Just lost my battery.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, Jeff, you can drop off if you can still hear me.
Okay, let me know if you need anything else, and we can train whenever.
Okay, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, weird. Something plugged into power.
Well, anyway, we'll.
Why would that have dropped? I'm on power. I'm plugged in. You have no power in that? Did it come undone? I can't have that.
Like maybe something firmly. Does it slide into the dock?
Powered on. This should power it, right?
It must, I think this flips here once you're docked in.
Right, I did.
Now it should be powered up. So maybe this. Maybe. Okay,
Not
that,
powering the. It's saying I have a critical battery.
I don't know then. Looks like it should be.
Should be, so I think I have to probably put.
Go direct.
Correct, which is a good thing to know, isn't it?
Yeah, well, look, I mean, that's fine, because you really have to reuse the dock for anything anyway, really.
Well, I do, because it has, well, maybe not, maybe I can run all this into it. Before I was running, actually, you're probably right. Right, I had to go into this HDMI because there's not one on there, so you're right. But I probably don't need the dock, that would actually be easier. The only thing I think I might need the dock for is if people bring a presentation in on a USB. I have the USB here. Okay. So that
USB right
there? Yeah. Like it might be, so maybe that's good. Okay, so that's good to know too. All right, you feeling okay about it? I have no idea when we'll do this. Yeah. We might need to run you. Yeah, and I was gonna even postpone this, but the commissioners went, well, we're gonna have to do it anyway, so let's just do it now.
No, it's good, because I keep finding new little wrinkles.
Yeah.
It'd be very easy too, since it's just a virtual environment, it's very easy to get a iPad or something.
Right.
And then Zoom, one thing kind of nice that you might have discovered yesterday was you can pin or highlight
Right, right,
so they
so,
could highlight this.
okay. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, it's gonna take us a bit for Zoom because Zoom doesn't have a way for us to have people register for a meeting and for me to control. They don't have like a two separate area where my attendees come in and they don't have access to stuff, right? I mean, right, they have waiting rooms, but I don't have a way to register them for the meeting and then have them go, I have to move them into, wait, that's my understanding. TS is looking at it. We just, yeah. Okay. Well, I can bring them all in, but they're all in the meeting the same as my panelists are. So they're seeing, if there's chat going on, they're seeing all that. So I need to just look into Zoom, but the bigger issue is, I don't know how Eugene, maybe I should call Eugene, has people register for the meeting. Because when I post my agenda, it's like, log in here and you'll be sent a link that's unique to you and all that stuff. And with Zoom, I think you just join the meeting.
I think there's some sort of almost like go to webinar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be helpful. So
I think maybe that.
So if they started hybrid? No. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, and and that's kind of our issue with the live hybrid thing. I mean, I just need them to stay kind of isolated as possible. But I need to look more into Zoom. I just haven't had time to do it. Yeah, I mean, I've used it. I just haven't done a webinar type thing and checked all the other stuff out. But the bigger thing is how do I register?
The city will probably start meeting in the library first. Okay. And so that was going to be
I know they have the Zoom. You can join the meeting if they put out all the links to the phone numbers. I have to call them and find out what they're doing. Yeah, and I've got on my list of things to do a deep dive into this, to figure out if I can use it, because I know that's where we're going to go. I'm going to take this camera or the screen off.
Sure.